And welcome back, everyone, for week 4 of the 2017 NFL season. Well, I went 2-3 with my picks last week. It's hard enough trying to get a grasp of things early on in a new NFL season, but with all this nonsense of bending down on your knee when the anthem is playing, it's just making it ridiculously hard. I wish the players would just stick to football. There's going to be a lot of backlash from last week with the fans, so we'll have to keep that in mind this week. Here are the picks. The first game we're going to look at has the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Baltimore, where the Ravens are 3-point dogs at home. What a fiasco last week for the Pittsburgh Steelers as they chose to stay in the tunnel for the anthem, except for one player, Alejandro Villanueva. I don't think there's another group of fans that were more insulted by the players' actions than the Pittsburgh Steelers fans. This is about as blue-collar of a city as there is in America, and the very last thing that they want to do is watch a bunch of millionaire millennials protest during their anthem. I mean, it's the anthem, something which is very sacrosanct to that fan base. Needless to say, they're pissed, and with Pittsburgh losing last week, there's no way the team can go home on a 2-game losing streak, especially after what they did. Speaking of fiasco, the Baltimore Ravens embarrassed themselves last week in London. I wonder how that 11-hour flight home felt. You know, Baltimore has no offensive line, and quarterback Joe Flacco is just running for his life, not able to mount any kind of offense. Meanwhile, the defense couldn't stop Blake Bortles. Now they get Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and Le'Veon Bell. Apparently, Roethlisberger said that the team will stand on the sidelines during the anthem in the Baltimore game. He now says that he regrets standing in the tunnel last week. I wonder if he regrets sexually assaulting those 2 women early in his career, allegedly. Anything short of a 40-0 beatdown will not be acceptable for the Pittsburgh fans, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen as Pittsburgh keeps it strictly business this week with no off-field nonsense and gets the job done. So, much to my disgust, let's lay the points and let's take Pittsburgh -3. The second game we're going to look at has the Cincinnati Bengals going to Cleveland, where the Browns are 3-point dogs at home. Well, both of these teams are winless after 3 weeks. Raise your hands if you're surprised. At least the Browns are trying. And I realize that the Bengals almost pulled it off last week in Green Bay. But that was a game where the Packers had an injury-riddled defensive line, and Aaron Rodgers gave up a very rare pick 6. The Bengals still couldn't win that game. Could be a bit of a downer for them after blowing a big lead only to lose in overtime. Meanwhile, the Browns, they've been hanging around in their games and have been more competitive than Cincinnati. There's no real reason why Cincy should be favored in this game. This is a complete toss-up. And if you ask me, I think Cleveland will win the game straight up, and you get the points. So let's take those points. Let's take the Cleveland Browns +3. The third game we're going to look at has the Philadelphia Eagles going to Los Angeles, where the Chargers are 1-point favorites at home. Los Angeles is still looking for their first win of the year, and this week they face a very tough Philadelphia side whose only loss came against the Kansas City Chiefs, a team I have ranked #1 in my weekly Team Power Rankings video. And I like the Eagles on both sides of the football. They showed a lot of character in that win at home against New York in overtime. It's almost like they stole that game, and this team's probably feeling really good about themselves right now. While this is a long way to travel for Philadelphia on the road, it's not like San Diego. I said San Diego, boo. It's not like the Chargers are going to have a lot of fans cheering for them. The stadium only seats about, 30,000, if that. There were plenty of empty seats last week when Los Angeles hosted the Chiefs. The crowd was so pro-Kansas City that they didn't even do a player introductions over the public address system due to fears that their own players would get booed. The Eagles simply are a better team on both sides of the football, and you get a point as well, so let's take that point. And let's take the Philadelphia Eagles +1. And the fourth game we're going to look at has the San Francisco 49ers going to Arizona, where the Cardinals are 7-point favorites at home. While the 49ers are winless so far this year, they have kept it close, especially in the last two games. The Cardinals' only victory was against the Indianapolis Colts, who were without quarterback Andrew Luck, and Arizona needed overtime to win that game. San Francisco will be coming off the Thursday game from last week, and they'll have extra time to prepare for this matchup against Arizona, who will be coming off the Monday night game. That doesn't seem fair. With the loss of running back David Johnson, Arizona simply relies too heavily on wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald. If you stop Fitz, you basically stop the Arizona offense right now. This is simply too many points in a game that the visitor could actually win, and I think they will win this game, and we're getting a full touchdown. So let's take the points, and let's take San Francisco 49ers +7. Here's my Let's Take the Man's Money parlay play for this week. We'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers -3, the Cleveland Browns +3. We'll take the San Francisco 49ers +7. And we'll take the Philadelphia Eagles +1. A $25 bet will bring us $348.41. Good luck. Here's our 6-game, 6-point teaser play for this week. We'll tease the Pittsburgh Steelers from -3 to +3. We'll tease Cleveland Browns from +3 to +9. We'll tease the New England Patriots down from -8 to -2. We'll tease the Atlanta Falcons down from -7.5 to -1.5. We'll tease the Philadelphia Eagles from +1 to +7. And let's tease the San Francisco 49ers from +7 to +13. A $25 bet will get us $175. Good luck. Here are my straight-up picks for this week. Okay, so those are my picks for this week. Good luck to you. I'd like to give you my first update of the year for the gioknows Awards for Prognosticator of the Year. We do a straight-up pool and an against-the-spread pool. In the straight-up pool, Matty Ice leads the way with a record of 34-13. Well done, Matt. And in the against-the-spread pool, we have a tie for the lead. Talk Rapper and Half Moon's Picks lead the way, each with a record of 27-18. Congratulations to both of you. I hope you can join us on our Facebook page. There's a lot of great prognosticators making videos just like this, and we talk about fantasy football and everything related to betting on the NFL. The link is below. My website, gioknows.com, is almost ready. I've been moving it from my old site to a WordPress site. I'm almost there. There's a lot of great tools you can use, and I also post all of the videos from the other prognosticators, and soon I'll have my my up-to-date injury report. It's really good. It's coming soon. You can see that maybe in a couple of weeks. I hope you check that one out. Okay, for the Gio Knows YouTube channel, I am Gio. Let's take the man's money.